We are going to use ChatGPT to make us a program to solve a specific problem in Word. We have around 140 WhatsApp captures that we'd like to compile into a Word document. Our goal is to organize them into tables, each containing 6 captures per page, ordered by the file name rather than chronologically, as we will observe shortly. To start, I'll navigate to the folder where these captures are stored, right here. Here, you can see, besides the prompt, I've got a set of images that I've intentionally blurred to obscure their content. I will explain later how to blur them. Take a look. The captures are right here. Here you can see that they have the names, but the names, when there are 2 of the same time, have a 1 in front of them. And then this alphabetically does not come out exactly. Then I want them to come out as I am going to put them ordered in the list. And now I will explain. Then I have taken a part of this capture. If I wanted to capture this, what I would do. Disregard that. I'll proceed to do it, and you'll see. Let's navigate here and open the command prompt CMD. We enter into the terrifying world of the black command window. It's currently in the W drive, but I need to switch it to the C drive, which is where I want to be. Let's check the specific path. I'll click here. Ctrl C. I press the Tab key to return to the command window, where I enter CD, followed by a space, and then I use Ctrl plus V to paste. Alright, now I'll type dir here, and you'll see it displays all the files within the folder. If I wish to save this list in a text file, let me explain how to do it. I'll enter the following. dir *dot jpeg/b, and now you'll notice it only displays the file names. I am going to click the up arrow so it reappears, because next I'll use a greater than sign and write list. .txt. If I navigate to the folder, I'll find a file named list.txt containing all the photo names. However, here 58 appears after 58.1, which is inverted. When you copy 2 photos, it initially shows without a number, followed by the next one with a number. So I'd have to manually reorder the list by deleting and rearranging each entry, which I've already done previously by using Ctrl plus X to delete and place it below, thereby organizing the entire list. The reason behind this is that when I have all this list ordered, I can copy it in full. When it is already ordered, I could paste it in my prompt with Ctrl C. I would place it in the prompt, but I won't do it now. Okay, we would go to my prompt, and I'll say to it. This prompt has gone through several stages, and I've refined it along the way. Initially, it gave me several problems. I didn't specify the image size, resulting in deformation. Then omitting the page margins caused the table not to fit on one page. Next, the absence of a 0.5 centimeter gap between images caused further issues. I had to use centimeter instead of cm because the prompt didn't understand it, so the program used inches instead. I created the following command. Generate a Word document docs in Python that contains the images I'll provide, organized in tables of 2 rows and 3 columns on each page. The images must measure precisely 5.54 centimeters wide by 12 centimeters high, with a 0.5 centimeter gap between them. If these adjustments aren't made properly, the 6 images won't fit on the page. Adjust the upper and lower margins of the page by 1 centimeter to accommodate the tables. Additionally, set the right and left margins to 2 centimeters to center the content. The image paths must follow the order given in the provided list. Initially, I've included only 22 paths, but eventually it will be more than 100. I've copied this, and I've pasted it. I mention this because I have already done it to save time since it takes a bit. Alright, I've pasted it here. See, it's generating a Word document with the images just as I mentioned. It has generated this Python code. Here's the updated version. It provides me with the code that I can copy up here. Then at the bottom, I'll click this little arrow to navigate to the end, where it'll prompt me to install the pip install Python docs library. I've already prepared a Google Colab for this. Putting Google Colab takes me to this page. It will open up the Google Colab page. It's notifying me that I already have several Google Colab notebooks in my Google Drive. You'll see that I have one named Generate Document. It's open here. First, I have made with code to add one. I am going to erase this one that I have just added new, a cell where I have put the pip install, well, I give it here so that it installs it to me. And now, in the following one, I am going to paste. Now you will see, here I am going to paste. With Ctrl V the text that I have copied. Here I have it. Before proceeding, I need to ensure the images are uploaded. Here you can see that they're already here, but if I were to upload them from my hard disk, I'd click here. I'd navigate to the folder, select all the images, and upload them again. However, since I've already done this to save time, I'll proceed with the execution. Okay, it's finished now. It might take a moment. I'll scroll down to the bottom because that's where everything will be displayed, or should be displayed. It has already finished, but sometimes it takes a little while to display. It should be down here. Let's see if it loads, if the document appears. Let's press F5. To see if the page reloads and the document appears. The document is generated quickly, but sometimes the folder takes a little while to appear. Let's see if it's already there. Here it is, the document.docs. I'll click here and select download. I'll navigate to the downloads folder where I have the document. I'll double click to open it. And here you have the document. Notice that it has provided 2 centimeters of margin on each side, 1 centimeter at the top and 1 at the bottom. Here they are. In this case, there are about 20 images that I've included. However, if I had listed all 143 that I generated using the directory, then the document would contain all 143. And now, as an additional detail, let me explain how I blurred these images using a similar process. I utilized a separate prompt for this task. I requested create a Python program that takes a list of JPG images from a folder, applies a blur filter, and saves the new images in a separate folder. This request was directed to ChatGPT, which is here. Okay, that will be down here. Notice that on the left I have the search history, but I've been conducting multiple searches here. This one is from when I added other content later, but here's the text. Look, it's right here. I can copy it using copy code. It instructs me to import, but I've already done that. You can see it appeared earlier. See, here it is, blurred images. In the blurred images section, I've copied the text where I modified the input directory. The input directory is the root itself. Here, I'd copy the images I want to blur, and the output folder is a directory that the program creates if it doesn't exist, called exit bar, where it stores all the blurred images. Take a look at the code. It utilizes the CV2 library and generates a list. This is what the program has generated. Initially, I changed JPG to JPEG, which is how the images were named. If I haven't input JPEG here in the prompt, it would have done it anyway. At times, having a bit of Python knowledge can be helpful to correct some things that might not be quite right. Alternatively, what you need to do is iterate when something doesn't come out as desired. You adjust the prompt slightly until you obtain the precise code you want. As you can see with Google Colab and ChatGPT, it's quite straightforward to articulate your needs and create a program that manipulates files, alters images, processes numerous files in a folder, applies modifications, and saves them accordingly. And that concludes the video for today.